never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. This will be taken in at the 1. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 75 yards. First here on their opening drive. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Wentz able to get away. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. This guy spent 5 years as a Charger, Darren Sproles. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Sproles. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Sproles. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the 30-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Here we go, back hand. 46 down, man, 5-4. Hey, echo.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Waiting. Two jet.
On first and goal, Howard. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. To throw is Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. The 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Switch. Easy.
From the gun, Rivers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on first down. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Hey, Rocket.
On 2nd and 9. Rivers throw to the right here to Gordon. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26.
It's a gain of 10.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 26 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing, but there are plenty of other guys out there too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Desmond King back deep. Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Rivers. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Rivers on 1st down. Completes it to Benjamin. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Gordon, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Hey, Brown 80. Check back. Plus the right.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way up to the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on, D.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go. 20! Hey, empty! Tight go! Score, Tokyo! Here we go.
On first down, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those 4. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right. And Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
Hey, high 7.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
First down.
Go.
First down at the 20-yard line.
Back the pass. 5-9. Hey, Haywood. 58, right over there. Yeah. Hey, we're good.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
27.
Sunday. 58.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's now 4th down.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball tackle, right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I just know why they said that. I have no idea.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z. and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Rivers over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
All right, 390. Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And Allen's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A Charger 1st down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Block 15.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rivers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Rivers to throw it. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Great.
Here's Sproles. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go. 180. 58 right there. Kill. You don't want none.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And he connects with Ertz. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
A loss of 1 on the play. Makes it 3rd and 7.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
47. Go, get out there. Switch.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses. Those exact type of runs.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
53's the mark.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
47. Mike, 53. Mike. 26.
Third and long for Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. And watch that.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 81.
Wentz now on 1st down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Topper! Grade 15. Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. 4 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Lefty.
It's 3rd down.
This side 7.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Now, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here in this first series. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. 74. Check out. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Aguilar has it. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Sproles. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. on 2nd and 9. Wentz. This one complete to Sproles. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Throwing, Prescott. Now that's Elliott, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Slam. 47.
They'll run with Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
46. Check back 47. Screen, watch the screen.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing is Wentz. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Austin. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, yeah, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
46 down, there's my 4. Hey, exit.
They're going to run. It's Sproles. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And once again, they go with Sproles. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the
Sproles lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Well, throw left side to start out. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Prescott now. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Like 47.
A first down throw for Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Great 15, great 15. Hey, Delta. This by 7.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. DeMarcus Lawrence bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Austin. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up. Echo.
Prescott to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Kill. 47.
Number 53. Mike 53.
26.
Now Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Kill. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. There goes a deep ball, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Wentz into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Back pass. Eat. Yeah, double.
Check 20.
Empty.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
16 yards, a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Switch
Throw left side complete. It's Jackson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Hey, watch the ball.
Check. Crunch.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Here we go. 180. I know. Go. Short, Tokyo. Hey, orbit.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation. Now Wentz. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Wentz, I think this is going to be a free play. Flush to his right. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Check safety.
General West. Check 357.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense. Players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. The Steelers' 15-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Go. You draw Corky.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. Now Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's caught. The former USC Trojan, Xavier Grimble. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Juju, there's definitely a positive spirit about that, man. You know, he was, I know you know this story, but he was asked in training camp by a fan to sign his head next to a tattooed Steelers logo.
Not a piece of paper on his head.
No.
Sign his head.
Sign his head. And then later, Juju told reporters he'd give game tickets to that fan if he got it tattooed. Well, he did. And Juju came through with not only game tickets, but season tickets for the fan.
Well, there is a positive spirit about him, as you said. He does give good juju out there, and the fans feel it. In fact, at another practice session, he took part in a gender reveal because the fans asked him, hey, can you come over and help us out with this? He said, sure. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's a boy.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
50.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, echo.
Mike, 53.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Moncrief brings it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
son.
Alert, alert.
53's Mike.
These two.
53's Mike. I'm here all day.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. This one complete to Sproles. 12 yards there and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Easy.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. On the crossing route, complete. That's counter. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
53. 5.
Too little, count.
Jack 16.
Alert 3.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Wentz now to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wentz going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second and 12, Roethlisberger. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Check, Chavo. Focus, focus.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go one more. Check 24, check 24. Snickers, now spin.
On 1st down, Connor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
20.
Check 53.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
On second and a couple. Wentz. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Cameron Hayward picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now Wentz on third down. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by Howard. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Jordan Howard, 41 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Elliott now to add the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Right back to Connor here on first. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Take 2 of them. Alert.
On second and 11 now. Roethlisberger, wide open receiver, complete. 16 yards, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Check. Rush in.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
These two.
Hey, watch the slant.
Check 4.
Hey, box drop.
Throwing on second and 14. Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Connor. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. Blue 30.
Check, 47. Let's go.
44.
Mike's 47.
Hey, high 7.
On third down, it's Connor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Sunday. SOS. You go tight. Shorty. Two jet. Hey, Wood.
He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Check the backer. Hatch it.
Check. Nice. Shot. 3-5-7.
Back to throw. Wins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Hey, we got Mike.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And the return will stop right around the 25.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting!
Come off the ball.
On first down, they run with Howard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott Good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touch. Back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Done. 120. You. 49. Hey, Charlie.
49 to Mike. Check that.
Here.
Check me out. 49.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sunday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Switch. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, wahoo.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Round 80.
27's the Mike. Here it comes. Share.
White. Round 80.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 17.
Black 11. Alpha. Cluster. White 89.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Smith!
Now Wentz. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
117. Squeeze, double.
Black 15.
Exit.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, team 6.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Black, come on. Here we go.
On 1st down, Howard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 33 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
22-jet bombers, 22-jet bombers.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's got some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 32-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
White 90. White 90.
Los Angeles.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Watch safety creeping.
80 weapon. Hey, exit.
Wentz now on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skill players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in, but the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning, and he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington, but they love the big arm of this guy, and he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
Bang, 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 bang. Slam, slam, slam.
Great 57.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 30.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that, and we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Watch the slap, watch the slap, watch the slap.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw on third down, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Rivers to Benjamin. Good for the Charger first down. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
0. Wait, 89!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, let's go. Check.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 3rd down, Rivers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Even. Great. Shit.
Sunday.
Wentz now on first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Sproles. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Empty. 82-14.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to let this go deep for Jay. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Sproles. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 26. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Hey, Orbit.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
Touch, 20.
Check 52 to Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
Ram.
Mike 52. Here we go, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebe.
It's a gain of 5.
Check that. 64. Great 15. Great 15.
16-yard line.
Let's go. Great.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there and a first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Rivers on the money, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they were hoping to get down.
Kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I
Okay.